Could be a little bit of a struggle to get on top of them.
Are we still trying
Oh, this guy's out, dude. This guy's out. I'm gonna sack you right here. Trick attack. Trick attack. Let's convoke. I kicked it. I'm gonna double blind. Oh, they knocked me. All right. I'll double blind them here, maybe.
Stunning.
Oh, killed him in the blind, dude. What's up, guys? Paladin here, and today I'm coming at you with a video on my Ret Paladin, and I'm going to show you 3 methods to burst with blinding light. So this was actually something that was popular in the beginning of the expansion. However, with the nerfs to Final Reckoning, people shifted to Sanctified Wrath, started using blind a little bit less, damaging into blind a little bit less. But for those of you that don't know, blind does not break on holy damage. So your Judgment, your Hammer of Wrath, your Templars / Divine Storm, Execution, Final Verdict, whatever you're running, is not going to break. It's not going to break the blind. However, your Wake of Ashes will break the blind, because technically Wake of Ashes is something called radiant damage. And yeah, who knows what radiant damage is? Why is it different than holy damage? Who knows? But it breaks blind, unfortunately. So the first method I'm going to go over with you is one of the better burst combos with Final Verdict as your legendary. There are several different ways you can do this, but primarily what you want to do with the Final Verdict legendary with blind in 2s is something like, you know, you're going to run in there, you're going to Blade of Justice, Judge, that's 3 holy power for your Seraphim. You're going to Wings, so Avenging Wrath, into a Wake of Ashes, then you're going to immediately blind. So in that Wings Wake Global, following that blind, then you're going to Final Verdict. Make sure you're a little bit further away than auto attack range, because auto attacks will break the blind. And then you're going to Divine Toll, Final Reckoning. Depending on how much holy power you got from that, you can follow that with a Final Verdict. If not, you can use a Judgment, Hammer of Wrath to cap out on the 3 holy power into another Final Verdict. And usually that is enough to kill someone or force a trinket without your stun. Ideally, you also want to be blinding both targets in arena, or as many as you can get if you want to get this combo off for maximum usage. But most people will probably trinket the blind because you're doing so much damage into the blind, which you can then just follow with a Hammer of Justice. So I'm going to show you the 3 methods that I use the blind combo with. All right, do this. All right, so I'm going to record the Final Verdict combo right here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to Blade of Justice, we're going to Judgment, we're going to Seraphim Wings, Wake of Ashes into our blind, Templar's Verdict, Divine Toll, Final Verdict, or Final Reckoning into a big, oh my gosh, was that a 28k Final Verdict? And that is the burst window of the blind. You can follow the blind up with the Hammer of Justice, or if it forces a trinket, you can interrupt your burst combo to Hodge and then just continue right through with your normal burst combo. Alright, this next combo is just a simplified version. You're not really doing the most reliable setup, but it's a little bit faster because you're not Wake of Ashing before you blind. If people have really good reaction time before you're blind, if you do include that Wake of Ashes, they can get something like a wall or a CC off on yourself. You're just going to go in there, you're going to Blade of Justice, Judgment, Seraphim, Blind, Wings, Divine Toll, Final Reckoning into a Final Verdict or Templar's Verdict, depending on what you're running. If you're Templar's Verdict, just make sure you step back a little bit as you press the ability so you don't auto-attack. And if you don't have enough holy power to use a Templar's or Final, go ahead and just Judge Hammer of Wrath into that Final Verdict or Templar's Verdict. It's a little bit less damage than getting off the Wake of Ashes pre-blind, but it's guaranteed that, you know, you're not going to let them have an opportunity of a 1 global opportunity of popping a defensive before you're blind when they see your Wings Wake of Ashes. It's going to look something like this. You're just going to run in, you're going to get your 3 holy power right here, you're going to Seraphim, you're going to Wings, blind into a Divine Toll, Final Reckoning, Devil's Verdict, something like that. It's probably going to break, and you're just going to follow that up with a Wake of Ashes into a Hammer of Justice. And it still does really big damage. Most likely going to force a trinket, but you're relying a little bit more on Divine Toll RNG to get you that a little bit of extra damage that you would actually have if you did Wake of Ashes pre-blind, so you could get a Templars or Final Verdict on that first global of blind. Alright, and for the last burst combo rotation involving blind, it's going to be something that you would use to force CDs or get a long sustained CC chain out of your blind comboed with Hammer of Justice. Basically, what you're doing here is you're not going to pop wings, so you are actually looking to force a trinket and then kill with wings after. So it's going to look something like this. You're going to Blade of Justice into a Judgment. You're going to Seraphim into a blind here. Divine Toll, Final Wreck. If you get the lucky procs, you can hit a Final Verdict. If not, you're just going to Hammer of Justice out of the blind and keep going with your basic damage rotation. And usually, if they sit that, what's that? That 12-second CC chain right here, they're gonna die without your wings. If you are attacking them, say you have a Holy Priest, they're smiting. If you have another Ret Paladin in your 2v2 comp, just hitting through that. Even if it's just your damage, that's 12 seconds that they're not doing anything for, that they're just holding their trinket. They're probably gonna die without your wings, with just your other cooldowns. Okay, so that's basically it for this video right here. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys got a little bit of info out of this. Feel free to follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/LoveLadenPvP. I haven't been streaming too much lately. I've been a little bit busy with work, and my laptop has been giving me trouble. I did order a desktop. It's supposed to come by either the end of this month, early March. So it's super exciting. I'll have my first gaming desktop. But until then, we're going to ride the laptop struggle bus for a little bit more and just keep praying that it doesn't blow up every time we render a video or go live. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.